Pictures of you, oh, that's still on my mind.
I have a wife, rah.
You had this smile that could light up the world.
Cause now you've got it's I.
Okay.
It's I and all. Heaven awaits your heart and flowers bloom in your name. Wow, wow, wow.
Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Siblings Name Only. I don't know the gods that we're on, but we are talking about the seasons.
You want to talk about Bobby Lee, that little
Kelsey.
from
No, we're not,
Mexico?
because I have no idea what you're talking about, and this is also not advertiser friendly. So we're gonna move on
Kelsey, you
and talk
can't
about the
drop
seasons.
the hard R word.
And I'm keeping us on track. I want to just try it one time and just see what happens. If I'm like, nope,
No
I'm
rabbit
steering you
trails?
back on.
I'm gonna fight you so hard on this because that's what you guys do to me.
Do you
I'm feeling
guys?
spiteful.
What? First of all, what is your favorite season?
Of
Fall.
life?
Of the year.
Season 3 of Mindhunter that doesn't exist because it was too expensive for Netflix, even though Mindhunter won a bunch of Emmys.
Just like The Last of Us 1. Where'd the budget go? Where were the zombies?
I think my favorite season is not summer and not winter. So the other two.
Fall.
We got a spring lover in here.
Oh, spring is
spring,
kind
fall.
of good though. When you go outside, it feels good. You sniff the air and it smells good.
It's like the
No
warm
bugs.
sun.
Yet, yeah.
No, the
Everything is in
wasps haven't
bloom.
moved in.
Yeah.
Spring is starting to
wasps
hit for
aren't
me
in your wall.
as well. I always just see spring as like pre-summer, and so that makes me want to die
Well, yeah,
every
but
time
it's
that
like-
spring starts rolling around. But I am coming around to it a little bit.
It's like summer without all the summer work, you know? Like the grass
No
is gonna
skeeters.
start growing,
Yeah.
but like not. I don't know, man.
I just
Yeah,
got into
spring
a
is
really
sprung.
bad habit, and like I think it started in high school, probably 2012, of every single year around spring. It's like, oh, time to want to myself. And then,
Yeah, that's like
fall
usually
rolls
the
back around.
opposite though. Like
I know,
people
yeah.
wanna kill themselves in winter.
I know, but I don't get that. To me, winter is like, all right, time to relax. You know, everything
Yeah,
is dying
time to
off.
sleep
time
all
to.
day.
But then it's like things kick back up in the spring, and I wonder if part of this was like just, you know, just high school
A system of the government to make us
everything
working
always feels like
slaves.
that too. You know, like once things start kicking up. Here's an expression I heard, and I found this on TikTok. I want to know if you guys think about this, what it is that you think about it. Someone was saying, whatever their stupid degree. I'm trying to get a degree, and it's the hardest degree in the world to get. And it's really hard. I'm trying to get the hardest degree in the whole world.
That was a great
I
Kelsey
want to get
impression,
my
Brandon.
degree, and it's the hard, and no one's ever gotten a degree that's harder than this. But she was saying how, like, I don't remember what the degree was, but she was like, she's like, getting this degree. Someone told me this, I didn't believe them. But getting this degree is like every day you're gonna be served 10 pancakes, and you have to eat all those pancakes, and at first, it's easy to eat 10 pancakes a day. And then one day you fall behind. Maybe you only eat 8 pancakes. And so the next day, though, but then you have to finish those 2 pancakes and eat your next 10 pancakes. And if you don't, it starts to roll over. And then you have so many pancakes you have to eat.
What?
And how does that equate to spring?
That's the way that, like, the spring semester feels in school.
Oh, yeah,
and
there's
also,
like so much to do.
yeah, it, like way more than fall. Obviously, more than winter. But actually, yeah, that's a good point, Daniel.
Yeah, the teachers.
Everybody's
in
so
school.
disorganized and stupid, and they're like, oh my God, we have not gotten through any of this. So that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Maybe it was an Abilene thing.
We're not even to chapter 19. We're on chapter 15, and we should be on 19 right now.
How's that my fault?
They're falling
I really
behind in their
liked,
curriculum.
The front-loaded classes where the first 3 months were hell, and then it's like so easy at the end.
You guys
Yeah.
want to
Sounds
talk
really good.
about
in college?
how breaks aren't even meant to be breaks anymore to teachers? They're like, okay, so over the break you're gonna do all this work and yada yada
I
yada instead of
would
like a
get
mental
so
break to reset.
Yeah, when
How-
they were
how
like,
stupid
so
that
make
is."
sure you finish this over break, and it's like a project or something. We'll be presenting when you get back, and I'm like, what?
It's so dumb.
Whoa.
It's just so sloppily handled. Like,
What-
I never do that. I always tell my students, you guys need some time off. You need to, if you want to stay
Exactly, like
busy,
a mental reset.
I'm kind of the way that like I have this happen like
Whoa.
every time I take a break now is like if oh, my camera's down here now. If I stop working, I find it kind of hard to get the ball rolling again. So I like to just kind of, when I can, I like to stay busy. But like this spring break, I didn't do anything at
Good.
all over the whole break.
shouldn't.
And now I still feel like
that's why it's
I'm
called a
still like in
break.
break mode.
You
No, it's hard
shouldn't.
to get moving again.
Yeah, but getting that slow rolling ball moving again is much better than like just sitting there working and never stopping, because you need
Yeah.
a break.
The burnout.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Brandon,
Brandon, that's how you
can we
want to
talk about
end
your
yourself.
problem? Okay, your problem is you don't know when to stop working, and that's bad. That's unhealthy. You're gonna die at 30.
My problem is I think everything that I'm doing is way more important than it actually is. You know, Ewan said
Whoa.
that in Succession. He gave that quote that was like, "A mental breakdown precedes a man who thinks that his work is more important than it actually is," or something. Oh no! It was like a sign of a mental breakdown is thinking that your work is more important than it actually is.
Exactly. Just
And so
don't.
like the
That's our mother.
And then-
that is literally our mother.
yeah, literally.
Sitting there
Hear that?
working at home.
You stupid.
Hey,
Take it
hey,
easy.
mama. This is exactly what I mean. Is if you're not getting paid at home, stop doing work at home. Stop working on schedules. Stop scheduling
Yeah.
people. Stop trying to fill their shoes.
don't
you're
text
home.
people back.
Yeah, your phone
Oh my god.
after work hours should be shut off.
That's another
Your
thing
boss.
that yeah, good, Daniel, good.
Good.
That someone I saw some or I heard some maybe it was on a YouTube video or so, I don't remember. But they were talking about how like it was like the discussion of like if you don't respond to a text for like a few days, why? And the point was being made that like people have access to you at all hours of the day, and it's like
Yeah.
and not only that, it's also expected that you get back to people ASAP, especially if it's a text. Whereas like, you know, back in the day it would be like if you need to get a hold of me, either you call me on a landline or you come to my house, either of which are like, you know, not that it's an emergency if someone calls you on a landline, but it's not like, you know, it's not as easy as it is to text. And then before phones, you know, it was like, if you need me, you need to find me. You need to figure out where I am and you need to tell
Write
me
me a
that.
letter.
Or just tell me when you see me, you know, whatever it is. But like, the idea that like anytime you get some sort of correspondence and it's like, oh, need to respond to that right away, you know, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's like not even real, you know, but like it definitely feels very real.
Yup.
And it can drive you crazy. That's what was happening to me this weekend. Like I got like 3 emails that I didn't respond to, like from like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one each day, and I felt like my brain was gonna explode by Sunday. And usually Sunday is my hybrid day off where I take the morning off and then I work in the evening. But I had church this Sunday and then I had like a 2-hour break before I started working in the evening. And so my hybrid day off turned into church and then respond to those
You
emails.
had church?
And then
Brandon, why are you going to church?
I play in
Can
the
you explain
band.
this? Oh,
Play drums.
still?
Brandon,
Sometimes here and there. But yeah.
you work too much. That's all
I
gotta
don't
say.
actually.
Actually, you do.
But the way I come off, it seems like I do.
no, you do.
Hey,
You definitely
Brandon-
do. And that's always been your problem, okay?
Do you think at any point you could just like say 10 years, you know, you could just snap and like be like, I don't want this anymore. I want to work. I'm going to live the homeless life, you know, and just go live under a
Exactly.
bridge.
Yes.
That's what happened to me. And now I work a manual labor job. And guess what? I'm doing great. My brain is healthy.
What?
How's your back?
Man,
Bad. I have
not saying
sciatica. Okay.
No, I was gonna do a voice. Spring. So we're all in agreement. Spring. Wait, let's rate the seasons out of 10.
Winter.
15?
No, just out of 10. Spring is, for me, right now, 6.8 out of 10.
Really?
I like it.
spring.
I
I'd say
don't love
9 out
it
of
quite
10.
yet, but only
put it
because
at
it
8.
comes before summer.
When you drive with the windows down.
It
Do
is
you guys
good.
open your windows up? I think that's your problem. I love opening my windows up.
I don't have a screen on my window.
I think you need to enjoy that fresh air.
Oh, like while you're
fresh
driving or just in the
Air.
house?
All the time.
I stopped rolling my windows down while I'm driving because I noticed I think I'm inhaling too many exhaust fumes. Because I drive a lot, and when I have my windows down, sometimes I feel like just like my brain is frosted over by the time I get home, or like there's like crystals forming on the inside.
Hey,
of my
that's
brain.
got
that's the
And then
best
I was
type
like-
of high, Brandon, is that
I
exhaust
was like,
high.
let me experiment with this. I'm gonna roll up my windows and I'm gonna recirculate the air in my car, and I'm just gonna have it be blowing air, so that way I'm getting less outside air. And then I realized that wasn't happening on the. So I don't know. Maybe it's all placebo.
Brandon, where's that air coming from when you turn the
What
air
is
on
wrong
in your
with
car?
you?
No, it recirculates, so it pulls air from inside the cabin, and then
Oh,
pushes it
okay.
back in. That's that little picture of the arrow. The arrow
Yeah,
that's like,
I know. I'm not stupid.
And you're not supposed to drive around with that on all the time because people can get hypoxia. They can get
Hypoxia.
low oxygen presence in blood, hypoxia, and they can pass out while you're driving or fall asleep while you're driving.
It's exciting.
Hey, bro, catch up on that sleep, am I right?
But I'm sure it's not fully sealed off and blah, 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 whatever.
Guys, I'm on
No!
the...
We're talking about the seasons.
Oh, yeah,
Summer,
the seasons.
out of 10.
Oh,
4.
Oh, summer sucks, dude.
Summer was
too
a lot
hot.
better when we had pools. We don't have... If you don't have a pool, summer sucks.
I like the amount of things you can do in summer.
But you
just
can't
don't
do
like
it 'cause
how
it's too hot.
It is. Yeah. It's too hot. You walk outside, your car is an oven. You open the door and the heat hits you. You sit down on
It
the
used
seat,
to-
it burns.
Did you guys used to be like a you like it more like hotter than cold? Like you're like, man, I'd much
No.
rather be extremely
No,
hot than
I've
extremely
always
cold.
liked the cold.
I've always
This is the
hated the
first
hot.
year I'm like, I'm not really liking the cold.
Really?
Yeah,
I was
don't
the
know what's going
opposite.
on
Now
with
I'm
me.
like, it's a lot easier to make yourself warm than it is to make yourself
Exactly.
cold.
I think my heat tolerance is rising barely. But man, it's not. And whenever I start to complain about the cold, and I'm like, I think it's my bones are hurting. I'm like, wait, at least it's not
Wait.
literally 98 degrees outside.
You think if you just moved up north just a teensy weensy bit, or I guess to like Colorado, just somewhere where it'd be slightly colder and not get as hot in the summer, you'd probably like thrive, honestly.
Yeah.
Where you, since you
Yeah.
have that higher tolerance, you have that Kansas wheat field tolerance, you know,
Yeah.
growing up out
See,
in the fields.
I wonder
The
if
thing-
maybe. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I-
you should be. So
I
the
wonder
thing
if
I
maybe
don't like
moving
about
closer
summer
to
is
the
you can
coast
And then
actually
I
as
just like
opposed
went to the
moving north.
7-Eleven.
like
and I just
pass
saw
out for
the
real wood
best-
from the heat. Like people die from the heat.
Nobody dies in the cold.
Well, they do, but like
Chicago
I've never
would like to
passed
beg a
out because
differ.
it's too cold.
You're supposed to though.
I
Like you're
passed
supposed to
out
die
from
in the
the heat.
winter. Yeah. I feel the life force being sucked a lot worse. Like
I know.
like
Like,
I can
if
see
you're
my
outside
HP
doing,
bar. My HP
Yeah.
bar is actively being zapped by the sun, whereas in the winter my stamina bar is being zapped.
Yeah,
But wait,
when you're
summer does
outside-
both actually.
you're starting to get a little dizzy, and you're really
Oh, it's the
hot, and you're
best.
irritated, and you're like, okay, I think I'm actually about to die. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have ever had heat stroke.
I don't think so.
It's not fun. Okay.
And then your family just doesn't care about you and just walks away. And
You're thirsty all the
Yeah.
time in summer. I feel like in summer I'm never fully comfortable, you know?
Yeah, it's hard.
Even
Oh,
if
like
it's
no,
cold
yeah.
inside,
Something.
you still know it's hot.
I was gonna say maybe in a bath, maybe in the bathtub with ice cold water, but even then, like you feel the steam rising up from the
Yeah.
well, that's what I'm
the
saying.
cold
Like
bath.
summer's not bad when you have
You
a
get
pool that
outside,
you can just
you
go
sweat
out
again.
and
Yeah.
chill out in.
I just
thank
never
you.
feel clean in the summer.
Summer out of 10, 3.
Three.
Average is like, yeah. I'd put it at 4.
I can't do it.
How about the fall? Autumn.
Oh, that's beautiful.
10.
Beautiful smells, beautiful season. Oh, beautiful holidays.
1000%. I think.
Good candy.
If you're somebody who doesn't care about picking up leaves, just leave your leaves on the
I
ground,
don't.
dude.
Oh yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, you
belong.
shouldn't. Okay, here's how we can make it
the
political
crispiness.
for season 2. Politics. You really
Yeah.
should not rake your leaves up.
You really shouldn't. The people who pay to have their leaves picked
Why?
up and cleaned and stuff. I bet your trees really love you and definitely don't want to fall on your house next summer.
I'm having trouble. So there's like this undercurrent of what used to be like hippie things are now like alt-right things, you know? Like people talk about the crunchy to alt-right pipeline, you know, where you start being like, I want to live on a homestead, you know, or maybe in like a small commune somewhere, and I want to just, you know, have my small group of people, or maybe just my house and my animals. And that used to be like a very like blue thing, you know, like that's like a hippie thing, you know, that's what that's left leaning for sure. And now it's the opposite. That makes you an evil
Makes you a libertarian.
fascist, like which you'd think like fascist and libertarian would be at the opposite, but it's like the same thing. It's like if you're not on my team, then you're evil. So it doesn't really matter. But
That's
yeah,
politics.
now it's like it's hard to keep up. So that's my contribution to the politics is don't rake your leaves. It's bad for the ecosystem, which I think makes me now a Republican for saying that. Because the train
Hey.
derailment now makes it to where if you care about the environment, you're now a
Only
Republican.
Republicans rake their goddamn. See, I'm not cursing this episode, and y'all haven't even noticed.
Very
Their goddamn
good,
leaves up.
Kelsey.
Healthy, we're so proud of you.
Thanks.
I think the real problem with politics, guys, is they make you see the other person as your enemy, when really we should all be hating our government together in unison.
Yeah, here's the other thing too. You know that the military is made up of people. If we can get the military on our side to also revolt against the government too.
Okay. I'm abstaining.
See what I'm saying? We can just take. How many people do we have?
You're literally gonna be charged like with inciting a riot.
Maybe 100.
This is
Maybe
a-
we pick 100
Hey,
people.
real quick, we gotta include. This is a joke. This is a joke. We just started the bit before we claimed
In
that
a
this was
video
joke.
game in GTA 5.
in real life.
Yeah.
In a
Anyway,
video
so
game.
now that we've clarified that this is in fact a joke, yeah, Brandon, what I
Autumn,
was saying is
10
ever
out of
since
10.
politicians just stopped listening to the people, when they stopped their people, you know, was when it really went downhill. So all I'm saying is, you know, like they used to, nobody would want to be a politician because they get tarred and feathered. If you just upset one person,
Tarred.
you risk being tarred and feathered. And now they just sit
You
here
can't
and they're
say
like
that.
untouchable. It's in Minecraft in a
What's
joke.
up, Shay Thomas?
I'd say fall's 11 out of 10.
Yeah,
We don't
for
have much
sure.
time. We only have 3 minutes left, but let's talk about winter a little bit. Daniel, there's that quote that's like the person who becomes president should be the person who's best suited for it and wants the job the least. You know, you shouldn't want to govern
Exactly.
300 million people,
Now everyone wants to do it.
but
Now-
you should be good at it at least, you know.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, right, ever since they decided to decide on their own salaries is really when it went downhill.
So
Instead
I
of the
really
people
like
being like-
winter. I think it's really pretty.
Winter hits
when
harder
it
and harder each
snows.
year, dude. It gets better and
Winter
better.
has
I
one
will
good
say,
time and
I
it's
don't-
Christmas. The other few months are miserable.
No, I will
No.
say I don't like the fall risk in winter. I think there's a lot of slipperiness.
Yeah, when you hurt yourself and then you lose
yeah.
feeling in your leg.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, I don't like not being able to feel my toes all the time, too.
Yeah, that does suck. When you walk outside and it hurts. The air
Yeah.
hurts. Everything you breathe
I'll
in.
take
it
it,
hurts.
though. It's a
Your
necessary
face
evil.
hurts. But
Makes-
it's so. Oh, the snow's
Yeah.
so sparkly. Oh,
Well,
you have
here's
a
the
chance.
problem,
You
right?
have a chance to not go to work or school or whatever just because of the weather. You don't have that unless a tornado hits in summer.
The problem with winter is we've had really good winters lately. Good as in literally no snow. And it's been like 60 degrees. Thanks global warming. And so
Climate change.
Yeah, don't say global
yeah,
warming,
thanks climate
you know.
change.
That gives them some ammo.
Yeah, it does. Oh, well, it's
global
30
heating.
degrees.
Global.
Global
Thanks, not
climate
cold
change.
winters. Yeah, we've had like really good. We haven't had the crappy winters where it like blizzard for 7 days, knock the power out, then you have to go live with
I
your
know.
grandparents.
It's so fun though, cause it feels like you're in the forest or whatever that game is called.
No power, but
Like,
your
it feels like you're in
grandparents
the
have a
old
generator.
times.
I think if you lean into what winter is all about,
Really is.
you know, it's the time of like dying and rest, you know, like, but if you try to keep
Yeah.
it, you're not supposed to go outside during the winter. I think just in the same way you're not supposed to go outside during the summer, you know, if like being outside for too long is going to kill you, like then you should stay inside more. But it sucks that there's not more going on like during the winter time. Like
what I'm
weirdly
saying. There's
little
no events.
goes on in the. Which I actually, now it sounds like I'm contradicting exactly what I just said. I meant like, you know, for your days off and shit, don't
So
do
you just want to
anything,
snuggle
hibernate.
up with the fam every single day and sit by the cozy fire.
Yeah,
in
and
the
I think there
house.
should be stuff like that,
Exactly.
you know, where it's like,
Eat
okay, let's have a
cookies.
book
Stardew
reading.
Valley
You
for
get
12
to eat
hours a day.
so much food. Oh, the outfits in winter are so much better than summer.
What if there were some
Brandon,
good,
can
there
we-
are no good, like, get-together holidays for the summer. There's 4th of July and that's it. There's the other one too.
The smell of
But like, where
the
there's like,
gunpowder just floating
Halloween,
through the air.
and then my birthday, and then Thanksgiving, and then
My
Christmas, and then New Year, and that's all like within like a 3-month span, you know, like versus summer. It's like, okay, it's 4th of July, you can either get together or not.
Yeah, but I
and
think
here's
every
Labor Day,
every
or
single
Memorial
day
Day,
is
whichever
a
one it is.
chance
Hey,
to
I
create
have a question. Is
Summer.
it bad if I get a letter from the Department of Revenue, or is that good?